A family with 8 kids struggling on 125 grand a year. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. A viewer sent me this article and thought, it'd be interesting to have a look at since, well, I can relate to the family in this example. We've just had our 7th child at the beginning of this year. So we're not quite at 8, and we'll see if we'll get to 8, but you never know. But this here is an article. Struggling dad of 8 kids, Don Parks, who earns $125,000 a year, well above the median income, can't make ends meet during Australia's cost of living crisis. Now, let's have a bit of a discussion about this, because having a lot of kids does drive up your costs. Okay, you've got extra schooling costs, extra uniform costs, extra activity costs. These things all add up. Now, if any of you have ever, supported the channel or even just watched the videos, the money I earn from my YouTube channel is funding the kids. So it's going to their extracurricular activities, their dance lessons, their soccer lessons, and their swimming lessons. So that's what I'm doing with making the big social media influencer dollars there. So you can feel happy that you're not just wasting time watching my rambling videos. You're helping kids learn to swim. But 125 grand, that's definitely above average. You should be able to make it. I mean, you got 8 kids. The food costs a lot. Let's have a look. Let's see here. So, the father of a Sydney family of 10 says he's struggling to make ends meet due to the rising cost of living, despite having a salary that puts him in the top 10% of wage earners. Okay, sure, he's in the top 10%, but it's 125 grand. He's not pulling in 200. He's not pulling in 300. So he's up there. But you've got to, whenever they talk about this, the top 10%, there's a shitload of people that don't earn anything at all, or earn very little, or are on government support. They're still counted in all that. The father of 8 earns $125,000 a year as a factory manager, but now finds he has to cut costs wherever he can just to put food on the table. And food is a big expense. And I mean, we've made a conscious effort to eat as healthy as we can, although the last month, considering how stressful the beginning of the year has been, that's completely gone out the window. Hence my post about going to Macca's. Shit, that's expensive, guys. The Macca's is a rip-off. It really is. The family's budget to house, feed and clothe everyone has been stretched to the limit by Australia's cost of living crisis. Mr. Parks and his wife Christy have repeatedly dipped into their savings to get by despite making more than most Australians. The couple has even been forced to ask their 2 working teenage sons to chip in by paying board. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If you're working teenage sons, you should be providing for the family. That should already have been happening. It's hard to imagine that 125 a year is a struggle. Well, this is before tax. And if it's just his income, he's going to get taxed a lot. It doesn't make sense, he told A Current Affair. His salary puts him among the top 11% of income earners who make at least $123,857 in 2021 based on the ATO data. He's well above Australia's average full-time salary of $95,581. Revealed the family spends about $1,200 on groceries every fortnight despite swapping to home brand items to cut costs. Now, one way, you've got to buy in bulk, eat satiating food. That's go on the carnivore. Eat meat, eat butter, buy mince, cook in bulk, cooked 2 kilos at a time, if not more. Cut out all the carby crap that just doesn't satiate you. And, you've got to spend money on food. Health has been sacrificed as the family reduces purchases of fresh fruit and veggies and meat due to rising prices and replace it with cheaper but less nutritious meals. Yeah, that's the biggest concern. You stop going from around the edges of the aisles to the center aisles, buy all the packaged seed oil garbage. We've done it too. I can understand. When Rachel really got the budget down, like she got it years ago when we were really tight for money, she went super, super cheap. Got it so cheap it was nuts, a little bit crazy. And that's actually where she discovered that Aldi was cheaper than Costco. It was the cheapest of all of them. We have had to substitute the quality now for quantity because we have so many mouths to feed, Miss Parks said. We can get a family pack from McDonald's, and that's a better price than trying to buy... No, it's not. No. Buy meats, veggies, but everything else... No, bullshit. No. I call complete bullshit on that, okay? And this is coming from someone, when I have to get the family pack for the kids, we've got to get 2 boxes because there's so many of us, okay? And it still won't satiate you. You know how many kilos of mince you could buy for the pack of a family pack? Kilos of it. All you need is mince, a carton of eggs, some salt, a bit of cheese. You got a meal. You've got a meal. Maybe buy a $1 onion. You can definitely get more meals cooking yourself at home than McDonald's. Okay? That's complete and utter bullshit right there. Okay? Just buy mint. Buy the higher fat content. You want the fat, it will satiate you more. It's actually healthier for you. Don't follow the dietary guidelines that's 20 years out of date. Learn about the new stuff. Adapt. Yeah. Buy butter. Real butter. Not the seed oil crap. Real butter. Add it to your meat. It will satiate you longer. If you want a bit of a kick, chop up an onion. Buy some chilies. Throw it in there. No. This is bullshit. Okay? She's got to work harder at her cooking. Unacceptable. Nah, sorry, wrong. And this is coming from someone from a similar sized family and a wife who does all the cooking. Well, even the kids have started cooking now. The couple have even had to stop paying for health insurance for themselves and their kids. I mean, if you've got anything serious, you're going to go to a public hospital anyway, or a learning hospital. What do you need the health insurance for, to be brutally honest? Rachel had it, and then when she discovered all it got her for her pregnancy was, a stay in a posh hotel room, pretty much. Okay? It's not something that's affordable. It's not something I can even budget into what we have. Okay. I mean, that's an odd thing to bring up. We need to eat first. We need to clothe the kids. We need to pay our bills. So they're the kind of things that get left by the wayside that I would consider more of a luxury. Okay. I mean, look, they're all looking fine. Their kids are healthy. But, the question is, okay, they're talking about health insurance. What other debts do they have? And this is the real takeaway from all of this. It's the whole Dave Ramsey. The biblical debtor is slave to the debtor is slave to the lender. If you have all of these other burdens, if you're earning 125 grand a year, but you also got a credit card bill, you got a car loan, we're not hearing any of that. If you have those things, life is going to be a lot tougher than if you don't. That's the one takeaway from all of this, I think. I realizes her family's predicament is increasingly common as she works at a community cafe, a charity in southwest Sydney, that offers free food and clothing to those in financial hardship. So does she get paid? Does she bring an income in? About 200 people now come through the cafe every day. As rising mortgages, rents, utility bills, and grocery prices mean many simply cannot get from one payday to the next. The Parks family will receive about $800 a year more from Anthony Albanese's change to the stage 3 tax cuts. Yeah, that's not going to make any difference. As Ms. Parks said, the situation will not improve for her family or her clients until inflation can be tamed. They need to find a way to actually curb that, or find some sort of ceiling that they can go, okay, enough is enough. How do we do that, she said. What the hell type of article is this? I mean, Okay, let's have a bit of a chat about this one, eh? I don't know what I'm getting from this. I mean, McDonald's being cheaper than cooking at home, that's bullshit. Okay, that is 100% bullshit. Honestly, they need to look at the carnivore diet and cut all the garbage out of their diet. Just go a whole month where they all just eat meat and eggs and animal products and see how that satiates them. Mum and Dad, go OMAD. Go OMAD. You want to save money? Just don't eat for a week. You know? Let the kids eat, parents skip. We've all done it before. It's not the end of the world. I don't know, guys. I mean, we don't know how much extra debt they have. That could be changing the whole thing. You know, if you got a credit card bill, you got a car loan, that will really screw you more than anything else. I mean, the only advice I would give, find different ways to cook to save money. We don't have enough information here. We don't know what's going on. But, yeah, that's my advice, and the takeaway is what other debts are there. But I mean, cost of living certainly is an issue. Everything is getting more expensive. You've got to find ways to save. You've got to find ways to be cheap. I mean, is this some quasi-call for government intervention? What article, where was this from again? It was the Daily Mail. There we go. So, anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one, and what suggestions would you give to this family? As always, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.